We got the inside of this thing gutted out. We pulled out the steering wheel and the brake pedal. We've got the Crown Vic brake pedal installed here. It's a little short. We're going to have to extend it down. But we've got the brake booster and everything up here. Not sure if I already showed you guys that. But there it is. Got it done. We also boxed in the inside. We pulled the cab up this morning and got this boxed in there on the inside. So the frame is boxed in there on both sides on the inside, and so that's pretty solid. Now we've got it boxed in here, and then we put like a fish plate on this side also, and then we got a plate like this on the inside of it. So we've still got to box this one in now, but that's what we've been doing. We got the motor under here. I've got it. We were gonna put it in, but I wanted to go ahead and box this stuff back in before I got the engine in, but she's looking good in there. Check this out, guys. Can you see in there? Looking good. All right, so we're gonna leave that covered. So the plan for the rest of the day is we're gonna try to get this front, go ahead and finish boxing that in. We had to go get a new little compressor. Our other one burnt out. I had that son of a gun for like, I don't know, like 5 years, 6 years. It's been outside getting rained on, snowed on. It was a hell of a air compressor, a little 20-gallon Cobalt from Lowe's. I might have paid 300 bucks for that thing 5 years ago. And I've painted vehicles and done so much stuff. So she's gone. It doesn't work anymore. I've tried repairing it. I pulled it in here for a couple days and tinkered with it here and there. And man, it's just time for a new one. So look at there. There's our new little compressor. All right, Harbor Freight's got a heck of a deal on that thing right now. $249, I think, for that. So does good enough to get the plasma cutter going for us. That's really all we use it for, is a plasma cutter and some light painting around here. So, all right. What the heck was I talking about? What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So we're gonna, that's why we got the air compressor, so we can run the plasma cutter, cut out our metal, and get this finished up today. After that, I kind of been tinkering around with ideas. Man, I want to run the old stock steering wheel in here. I think it'd be awesome, but I've never done it before with the Crown Vic wiring and all that. So I'm sure I can figure it out. So we're going to have to figure it out. It's either that or I've got the Crown Vic steering wheel sitting in here. Now, some of the perks for using the Crown Vic steering wheel is it does have the buttons on the steering wheel for cruise control. So you have cruise control options and some other things if we use the stock steering wheel. So if we use the Crown Vic steering wheel, Grand Marcus steering wheel, if we use the stock steering wheel over there, maybe I could somehow unhook these buttons, stash them somewhere, so that way we'd still have cruise control. It's possible, but I'm kind of stumped there. I know I definitely want to use the stock steering wheel. It'd look much cooler. It's going to be a little bit more work for me because I've not figured out how to do that wiring yet, and I may have to figure it out. We would need a new steering wheel anyways. That thing stinks and it's ugly as crap, so we'd need a new steering wheel anyways. But yeah, that's where we're at. All right, I'm gonna quit talking, get to work, and I'll show you guys this when it's done. Boom, they're done. It is late as heck. I am ready to go home. Pulled a late one today, but we got that cab up, boxed in this side, got the front done there. You can see we got it boxed in there. Wasn't really much we could do. I watched some videos. That's what everybody else has done. So, I mean, she's solid as heck. It's got a fish plate inside there. Plus, it's thick. That plate that I put on right there is thicker than the frame. So, it's solid as heck, man. I don't think it's going anywhere. The step notch or the Z is finally done on the front. So, boom. I'm glad that's done. All right, I'm going home. Catch you guys tomorrow. What up, girl?
Hello. Oh, you're on camera.
You are.
I'm not. You got that motor in there?
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
Sit down.
I do.
All right, guys. Sorry I'm out of breath. I've been riding my bike a little bit. I'm fat and out of shape. That's why I'm riding that bike. Whew, I can't breathe. All right, so did some wiring today. Most of the wiring, there's the fuse box. Made a little hole right there. That's wiring goes into the dash and some of the interior stuff. Whew, let me catch my breath, baby. I am tired. All right, so we got our wiring here that goes into the firewall there. That's going to join into this mess. We've got all of our wiring out of the Grand Marcus and set in here. We got everything labeled. We're going to start thinning it out tomorrow, getting the stuff we don't need. Like, let's give you an example. Like this right here went to the passenger door up front. This one here went to the passenger door in the back. Same thing over here, front door, back door. We don't need that crap. Some other stuff we don't need here. There's a lot of stuff we don't need there. And a whole bunch of stuff we don't need there. But we got to mingle all this stuff inside. All of this has to go inside the truck and some to the back. This strip right here has the tail lights attached to it. So this strip will go down the whole side and it'll go back to the tail lights. Most of this stuff we don't need. This went to the back door, went to the airbag and the seat belt on this side. Some of that stuff went to the antenna in the back. The rear glass defroster, I don't even think we need any of that stuff there. Pretty much it can almost be cut there and all that gone. Most of the stuff will be thinned out. But she's looking good, guys. We got her painted up good. Got all the coils in there. She's looking good. Another blue, silver, and red. Goes with the Yoo-Hoo can there, with the Yoo-Hoo theme. So that's what we're doing. It's gonna look cool, I think. We got the fenders, or the inner fenders here stripped down. I'm not sure where we need to cut those at right now to make everything fit. But I'd like to get all the wiring hooked up and stuff first. Everything that we can do with that off, we're gonna do, like our steering shaft right here. We need to go ahead and get something with the steering column going on, get that all hooked up. That way we can access everything and work on it right here without having to reach over this thing and it'll be in our way. So she's coming along pretty good. Still stripped out on the inside. Ain't got too much done. I've had another side project I've had to do a couple days this week, so it's put me off on this. But you see here we've got our ABS mounted in. There's the little module right there. We've got it plumbed into the front brakes. None of the back ones are hooked up yet. There's pretty Kathy over there. Look, pretty Kathy. All right. Brakes in. This is to our AC. We've got this mounted. We just mounted it right there to the side of the frame. Same thing with that brake, ABS module. But she's all hooked up there. Man, it's getting really close to start time. So it's going to do it for today. I'm tired. Been riding my bicycle. About to go ride Kathy.
Oh my God.
Just kidding. And all right, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, we've been doing a little bit more wiring today. You seen yesterday we had that wiring harness laid out. We've got her thinned down pretty much now. A big old pile of wires here. Look at this junk. And that is a lot of effing wires. We thinned out a lot of stuff. That was mainly from all 4 doors, like the trunk lid, just some other bull crap that we don't need. We've got it all thinned down now, so let me turn around this way and kind of show you. I had it laid out on the floor yesterday like it goes in the car, you know, like it goes into the car. So, whoops, I'm stepping on wires. Okay, this right here went across the dash inside, and then we had a whole bracket that came down here that went to the, there was wires in there that went to the back window defroster, stuff like that we didn't need. So, right there where it goes to your driver or your passenger front door, you can damn near cut everything from there. The only thing that rolls back on this whole side that you're going to keep is, you don't even have to keep that. I'm keeping it. We've got this little coiled up here. It is the speaker wire for the back speaker, because I'm going to hook up the radio and we'll have all the wiring go to the speakers. So we've got a speaker wire that ran back here I kept, and your wheel speed sensor if you're going to end up hooking that up to the rear end. You don't always have to. I didn't on the last one. I just snipped it. We do hook up to the front ones. That's enough for us to get no check engine lights or whatever we need. But we do got those hooked in. So yeah, we got the speaker wire, wheel speed sensor for the rear right there. And you go across, I think one of those is for like the blower motor actuator. That right there plugs into the brake pedal, gas pedal, This goes into the dash right there and does some of that stuff. We cut everything else out. This is here our fuel pump. We cut the tape off it and we kind of pulled this back because this was taped all the way to the back because the tank was in the trunk. Now we're going to do something else with the tank. We don't know yet. So for now, I'm not going to tape that crap back up. We've got our first front part done. We're going to go ahead and pull everything else out of the truck, pull the carpet out, everything, get it all cleaned up, and start laying out our wiring in here like you see there. This plug right here goes from the inside, and it goes in right there where we cut out. It's going to pop out, and then one of our firewall plugs will plug into that. So we're just going to keep packing away at it, guys, and we're getting closer and closer. Yeah, we're just going to waiting on Kathy. She went and got some pizza for lunch. So until she gets back, I'm going to just strip this interior, get the carpet out, get it all cleaned out so we can start laying all the wiring in. All right, now we're getting this wiring figured out, getting it all hidden. Let me run over there and show you what we got going on the passenger side. Pretty much all of our wiring is hidden up in the dash. Let me grab this flashlight here. See, it's looking pretty good down there on the floorboard. You can see we've got this one wire running right here. It's going to be under the carpet. It goes back to the rear wheel speed sensor and the back speaker. So we got those there. This right here is to the air conditioner vacuum lines. That's all going to be tucked up and ran. Actually, that goes through the firewall to the motor area. But that'll be all hidden. We've got the old vent box right here. I'm going to put back right there. Let me see if I can show you. It went right there, and it's going to cover all that stuff right there, so that's going to look pretty cool. This floorboard's solid as heck in this truck, guys. Check that out. We pulled all the carpet out. Look. Heck yeah, man. She is solid. So, everything's hidden in right there. Once that's covered up, looks good. We can put our glove box stuff back in. We got a couple grounds up in here. You can see there's a ground there, ground over there. So we've got those ground in. That's all that goes to your passenger side is that speaker and that wheel speed sensor. If you didn't want either one of those, you could cut that out and not have anything going on the passenger side. Now let's step over here to the driver's side. You can see some wiring here. This runs back to our tail lights and stuff. We're not worried about that yet. On this side, we've got, so this strand runs in and it runs over here. And what we've got set up here is our fuel pump module, our fuel pump plug. We got a ground. There is going to be a back speaker. It's laying down there on the ground, and your wheel speed sensor for your rear on this side as well. Again, you can cut out that wheel speed sensor going to the back. I've not ever used them on ones that I've done because I've not put a Crown Vic rear end on it. I've ran the stock, so I just deleted that. I may put that Grand Marquis rear end on this one. I'm not sure yet, so I'm going to keep them plugs just in case I do. I can plug them in, and everything will be good. The speaker is running right in there, but that stuff right there just goes to the tail lights. Man, I dissected the heck out of that steering column. I don't know where it's at, but it's in pieces. I don't know if you guys have ever... Oh, there's my dad. I don't know if you guys have ever ground down aluminum before, but man, that junk was a freaking mess. I ground down this key switch here. I'll get back in a minute. Let me talk to my dad. We'll get back to it in a minute. All right, my dad's gone now. We had to change out his driver door handle. That thing had broken off on him, and he'd been having to climb in from the passenger side to get in every day. And yeah, so we fixed that up for him, and we got that all fixed up for him. He is gone now. We're back on the truck. I don't remember where the heck we were at, but I think I was talking about this the steering column stuff here. So this is all the stuff from the steering column. We've got our blinker switch that also is the windshield wipers. Here's our shift knob. Here's the clock spring for it controlled the stuff on the steering wheel, like the cruise control buttons and our airbag. This right here was part of the shifter also. Whenever you, you know, when you shift, you got to like pull in and then go down. Whenever you pull in, it would push this little button in right here. And then also something else. This does, I don't know what the heck this does. I didn't really pay attention when I tore it apart, but there's a little button here too. And then this plug just went to the airbag. What airbag did it go to? I don't know, went to a little module that was on top of the steering column for the Crown Vic. We're not going to use none of the airbag stuff, so that'll be eliminated. Most of this, this thing right here, this was like a chunk of aluminum. It was huge. So we cut all it down, kind of got it small down. We're going to drill a hole. I'm actually going to try to use this one if I can, the original, see if we can fix it up and make that work there, and just stuff all this behind the dash, stick in the key, vroom vroom, it'll go. So, but if not, then we're going to figure out how to make it work. I've not used a stock steering column before. This is my first time trying to figure this out, and so once we're really close to getting it to start. I could probably almost fire it up right now, but I've got a few little things I want to tighten up. Before we do that, let's see. So the only thing that really comes off of the old steering column that we had that we have to blend in with this is going to be our blinker, which is going to be in that. I don't think it's going to be that hard. I'm usually pretty good at figuring out crap like that. And then our windshield wipers. Well, but we'll get it all figured out. We've got to extend this brake pedal. I just got it mounted. Well, it's in there where the original, or the other brake booster was, and that's from the Crown Vic. It's a little short. I know that pedal needs to be like way down here. We're going to take care of that still. Let's see what else. We got a group of wiring here. Yeah, that's probably what we're about to do, is get all this stuffed up in there, make that look better, and then we'll just have our little strip of wire, this right here, coming along under the carpet here. And then that'll have all that in there. I think we've got a ground we got to zip up over here. We've still got to mount the gas pedal. It's just kind of floppy in there. But yeah, we'll get this wiring finished up in here, get it cleaned up and get everything tucked away. And then I'll catch you guys back up with how that looks. All right, we've got a lot done. You can see the front clip is on here. I have not been recording anything. I've just been working. Looking pretty good, man. That's centered up really good. The fenders and stuff aren't bolted in all the way. I don't have the bolts on the bottom, so it's a little flappy. We just got the ones up here, and I think the core support bolts are in. But centered up pretty good, man. That's looking awesome. Everything's going great. Engine looks good. Everything wired up. I don't know if I've got it in clip already, but I turned the key for a little test turn. It didn't start. We don't have no fuel or anything. I just wanted to make sure she was going to crank. But we got the key up in there where the stock position goes. I think I showed you guys where I tore that column apart and got the key ignition stuff tore apart from it. So it's in its stock location there. That's pretty cool. Getting a lot closer, man. A lot closer. For some reason, this was bowed out a little bit on the bottom. It's like that's bent in. It could be where this front clip was sitting on the ground over there for 3-4 weeks. It like bowed it in some. So I've got a strap there pulling it out. It's twisted it out and it's looking much better. I'm going to leave it like that for a couple days, and maybe it'll stay that way. We've got our radiator in and everything. It kind of looks junky still. I've got some wires just kind of flopped around here that go to our headlight and something else. But as far as on the upper holding the radiator in, here's the radiator mount. I've got stuff all in the way from the Crown Vic. You know, it slipped over the radiator here, and it had a bracket that went to the firewall. I had to cut the bracket off, twist it, weld it back on. Let's see if you can see this one over here. Maybe not. I've got it hidden pretty good in there. You can see where it slips on, and then the bracket is, you can't see it. I've got it hidden good. I've got it hidden good in there. You can kind of see the bracket right there. But yeah, that's from the Crown Vic. I just cut it, twisted it, re-welded it, bolted it into the firewall there. And now, man, she's solid as heck. Ain't going nowhere. We had to cut out our inner fenders because, you know, it's going to be bagged, and we got some other crap going on. So we went ahead and cut all those out. Now that takes away our spot for our battery box and everything. Here comes a bike. Oh, that sounded cool. All right. So we have stretched all of our wiring up here, and we've got our fuse box mounted to the front of the firewall here. I've done this in the past, so that'll give us plenty of clearance for when we bag it down and we turn and stuff. We won't hit this. Now here's our wires that go to our battery that used to be right here. We're just going to extend those, run them up in here, and what I've done in the past is built a little battery box right here. We'll set our battery in right there, and again, that gives us enough clearance to when we've bagged down, the wheel won't hit it, and we're clear. So battery here, Fuse box over there, radiators back in. We've got our steering done too. Probably ain't the coolest looking, but it works. I've done it many times in the past. It works. Here's our steering rod from the Crown Vic section, and then I went to the scrapyard and got another one of these pieces exactly like that. Took it off, flipped it around, and put it up to our stock column there, and I just kind of cut it to a groove so that it would fit, put a bolt in, and to be honest, man, I welded that son of a gun around to it. So if you ever want to take that off, good luck. You can pull it off from down here and it'll all come out together. But so I cut both of those, put them together, put this pipe around it, welded it around. I'm still going to drill a hole in here and there and put a bolt through, like a small little bolt, just so it'll hold. And you can see up there too, I drilled a hole there too. I'm going to do the same thing, put one through in case any of the weld breaks or anything. It's still got a bolt in there. As far as my shifter, let's see, because I'm learning all this stuff, you know, with the stock shifter here. So I talked to a guy on Facebook, gave me a great idea. I know there's some stuff that you can buy. What's up, man? There's Ian coming in right there. So I know there's a kit that you can buy that mates it from the Crown Vic transmission to this shifter, but I'm a cheapskate, man. I'm trying to do all this for free off of the Crown Vic that I bought. So the guy gave me the great idea. Use the stock cable from the Crown Vic. It's down in there. It comes up by the ABS module and loops up, and you can see it going right there. It'll be hidden away once we get all this other crap in the way. Made a little bracket. Hold on, don't go nowhere yet. Made this little bracket and it goes around, and then it's hard to see, man, but this thing goes down, and then we just hooked it to the shifter rod down here. Let me try to get in and show you. Up in there, yeah, you can see my finger won't, right there. Yeah, the shifter comes down, got a bolt to the shifter, so now when you pull it, it travels around, goes down, back to the transmission, and shifts perfect, just like it's supposed to. So that's our steering, our shifting, brakes, just all going with the Crown Vic stuff. This is the ABS module from the Crown Vic. The front brake lines just went right into the front brake stuff. The back ones, we took the lines off of the Crown Vic. They ran all the way back. They're just kind of sitting back there now because we haven't done the rear end, but it's all bolted up to the front. Fuel was hooked up. Same thing, fuel lines from the Crown Vic. Ran up here, just floating underneath. We ain't got none of that hooked up yet, but everything on the front is on. Looking good, looking sexy. I'm loving it. She's looking real good. She's got that front. She's dropped down low in the front right now. Yeah, looking cool. All right, we've got all of our stuff packed up right there, man. We are going to LST tomorrow, heading out. I'm excited about that. Lone Star Throwdown. Never been there before. Dad's gonna be freaking awesome. We're taking a green Lincoln truck over there. It's like a 14-hour ride from my house, man. I think it's a total of like 1,600 miles total there and back. It'll be quite the haul, but rims aren't going, but camping chairs, canopy, we got the jack, bunch of tools in case something breaks along the way. It's a long ride. We got the trailer around back with some spare tires. We checked it over the other day. Everything's good to go, man. We're just gonna jump up in the morning, load up the green truck, and load up all of our stuff and head out to LST. I might provide a couple clips. I might film a little bit while I'm down there. I might make a whole separate video of LST while I'm there. We'll see. Well, that's going to wrap it up for right now. Just giving you guys a little update. I'm about to wash up and head inside. Alrighty, we are back on the truck. It's a little cold out here this morning. We are back also from LST in Texas. Man, that was a heck of a show. I took a lot of video. I'll be uploading that video. Man, that thing was awesome. There were some super cool trucks there. Saw some trucks I've been wanting to see for a long time, like Lou's garage truck, you know, Lou Guzzo, I think that's his name, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. His truck was there, super cool truck. Got to see Solomon's truck, Gold Dust. Let's see, Matthew Lawson's Solus Innovation truck was super cool. I've been wanting to see that truck for a while. Also, I think the group's Acrophobia. They got a bump there that was slammed down. Man, that thing was super cool also. I'm sure I'm forgetting some trucks. There were just, I mean, there were so many, but that was some of the ones that really stuck out to me. So we're back here now trying to get some work done. I'm not sure what all I have cut out. I've been working just trying to get this truck done. I had a side project come up that took about 4 weeks out of my time. I didn't get to work on this, but I don't know if I told you, but the gas lines are all hooked up. Brake lines are ran to the back here. You can see where it's squirted out, where I've been messing with some stuff. But Dang, it's cold, man. I think I'm gonna crank my heater back up. Let's see. We got the carpet in, man. That stuff is looking slick. Look at there. Got that smooth new brown in. It's hard to tell it's brown from, there you go. Boom, you can see it there. It matches really good, though. I don't know how the camera's showing it up, but it looks really good. Got that in. We got our brake pedal adjusted. We had to cut it and make it longer. And yeah, it's in there. It works. Fits good. Let's see. We've got our radio back in place, and we got the gate or the controls here from the Grand Marquis for the air conditioner, and it fits perfect on the bezel. Where is that bezel? Here it is. Fits perfect in there. I don't know. Oh, almost lost that piece. I don't know if I can hold it up in there all the way, but I'll give you an idea. When it's in there, it fits great. Looks really good. Let's see what I can do. Let's see, yeah, that's a good enough idea to show you, but see, fits perfect, like it was made for it. It's in there. I've been working on the gauges all morning. I'm trying not to buy Dakota Digital. I leave some stuff for the new owner to do. He can buy those if he wants. I'm just trying to get the Grand Marquis gauges to fit in there pretty good. It actually works pretty decent. You see where it's 3 sections, 1, 2, 3. And then on the gauges here, has the 3, and it lines up in there pretty good. I tried taking those apart and mixing them up with the factory ones. I kind of destroyed it. Didn't want to do that, but I was trying to have these things in there. Had to cut those out and try to set this in there and put the plastic back on it like a flint so everything would fit perfect and tight. But just didn't work. It's not working, and I feel like I'm gonna mess these up if I keep cutting on them, and then we ain't gonna have any. So I'm just gonna make those look as good as I can behind this that bezel there. Sorry if you can hear me shivering when I'm talking. It is freaking cold as heck right now. But anyway, let's yeah, we've been working on that today, just trying to get this interior completely finished up and done. I'm waiting for I got it started yesterday. Sounds good, man. Runs real good. It was loud as heck because the exhaust is over there in the floor and it's not on. So but it ran. It's doing really good. I forgot that I didn't have the because see, we got the radiator and everything in now. Radiator's in. Built a battery box here for the battery. We've got the fuse box mounted in up here, so everything clears. Everything's looking good. Let's see, I forgot that I don't have the transmission cooler hooked up. So when I fired it up, you can see on the floor there and a little bit right there, it blasted transmission fluid out everywhere. I didn't know because I was inside and just was revving the heck out of it. And the whole time it was blasting out. So I didn't run it long anyways because I don't have the radiator hoses hooked up. The bottom one, no coolant in there. Let's see. So yeah, when I turned it off and came out here and see there was stuff everywhere. So I had to order one because I robbed the one off the Grand Marquis around back to put on the yellow truck. Oh, we got the fuzz over there. All right. We had to rob it from the one around back, and I just forgot it. So anyway, I ordered one. It should be here tomorrow, the next day. We'll get that hooked up in there, and then we'll fire it up and let you guys hear it running. She's getting really close. Everything's pretty much done. Haven't done nothing to the back, so I'm pretty new to this part of stuff, dealing with the gas tank back here, and I would have loved to use the stock one, but I don't have time. I got to get this truck done. Someone else can figure that out. So we went with the Crown Vic tank back in the bed. I recessed it a little bit because in the past when I used it, it's like it's level with this up here and looks ugly. So now that it's recessed, I just cut the bed out around it and dropped it down. It's sitting on the frame right now, but we're going to make a little mount for it and strap it in like it's supposed to be. And we'll build a little box to cover it, and then we'll put our compressor and our compressors and our bag, our air tank right there, just kind of to hide it a little bit like that. And it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I got it in there now. I've got the gas lines ran under along the frame and up in here and hooked up, and we got the plugs in and everything. I ran the wires. Let's see, the wires that were in here to the fuel pump and all the wiring that came in. It's under the carpet. And then we got, there was a little hole in the floor right there with the rubber thing. We just pulled it out and ran our lines down, and then it comes up. And where I cut out the floor, it just comes right up here and plugs in there. Simple enough. I think that's about all I need to talk about for now. Front clip's back on. Don't know if I showed y'all that yet. It's a little floppy. I haven't got the bolts all tightened up yet. Still got to put the bumper on. But man, we're super close. The rear end's still jacked up damn high. I haven't done nothing to it yet. Just been trying to get all this done, fixed up. Once all this stuff's good, she's starting up and running. Oh yeah, we got to put the key. I may have already showed you that, but if I didn't, I'm going to. The key is right there in the stock location. We just took the stock ignition out, and where I took the one and whittled it down from the, I quit doing that. Took the one from the steering column from the Grand Marquis and whittled it down so that it would fit there. And you stick a screwdriver in the end of the column there and turn this to the on position, it'll pull out. So we stuck it inside, and then we took that and put it in, and it fits in, and there's it just looks perfect. All right, carpet's looking smooth as eggs, baby, looking really good. Now that, let's see, as soon as that cooler comes in, that'll be done. Let's see what else we got. It's almost time to start working on the back. Get all this finished up. We're going to take it and turn it around, bring it in, pull this bed off, and start tackling the stuff on the back so that way we can bag it, and we'll get all the bag stuff in, and that'll be it.